When it comes to growth, that means that you're thinking ahead, thinking about the future of your organization and how you can be advanced, far more advanced to the current situation that you find yourself in. Now, we all know that with legacy payroll and HR systems, they're quite heavy from a administrative perspective. So we're putting a lot of data into the system where the employee's name, master file information, address, etc., is getting put into into the systems, and we're not getting a lot of information out. So why do I say think about what you need to do, what changes you need to put in place when it comes to growth? Is that with HR systems, more advanced HR systems, look at ways that we can automate functions within the application itself. So when I talk about automation, I'm talking about workflows, that we're removing the manual processes that come into play with the HR systems of the past, where we wrote a note for leave, where we used manual signatures. We now have access to e-signatures. We now have automated workflows for approvals within the systems. We now have the capability to integrate various HR systems to finance systems, to payroll systems, to time and attendance applications. And the whole goal is to make certain that solutions that we have from an HR perspective can be used strategically and to help us make informed decisions as to the way we want to grow our organization, and instead of having it stagnate in the current situation we find ourselves in. And with having great HR solutions, we are able to use those solutions to get great analytics from there. Because if we understand where we are today, we have a better understanding of where we want to be within the future. There's no guesswork with regard to that. So we can then create a trajectory for ourselves into the future based on a great understanding through analytics within an HR system that this is where we are, and now we know where we need to be. The tools that are available to in newer HR systems is generally things like employee self-service. One of the things that the modern employee is looking for is a better type of engagement with the organization. And that generally happens through things like employee self-service. So on an employee self-service application, I am able to apply for leave, for example. I'm able to verify my personal information. I can update my banking details. I can get my payslip, my tax certificates online. I can do performance review and engagement with my manager and myself. I could also update my pension and provident fund information. I could have company policies readily available to me through employee self-service applications. So those are one of the things that companies and employees have engagement has improved on over time with the use of more advanced HR and payroll systems. And one thing that employees also look at is their growth personally, and wanting to know that if I join this organization, is there the potential for growth within there? And with modernized HR systems, there are things like what they call LMS solutions, your learner management systems, that companies are now investing in heavily to make certain that the employee is far more engaged through training and getting the best out of employees, because the performance of employees is absolutely critical to the success of the organization. So by going through improvement plans through learner management systems, that kind of investment is what companies are looking at as they grow their organization into the future.